I coached an executive team the morning after the vice presidential debate, and politics aside, they were very curious what I made of all those interruptions. Now, I wasn't surprised at their curiosity because communication interruptus is playing out everywhere. In boardrooms, meeting rooms, lunchrooms, we're all dealing with it. You're about to discover how to prevent an interrupter from overpowering you. We're living in an impatient, impulsive, instant gratification world. Interrupting, interjecting, talking over others has become the new norm. Seems like everybody wants to get a word in edgewise. It's happened to you, right? Isn't it frustrating to be plowed over by someone who thinks that the only voice worth listening to is his own? I'd like to offer a few reasons why people are cutting you off, how to prevent it, and also how to handle a relentless, habitual interrupter. First, why it's happening. The first step is to figure out why people are cutting in on you. Face it, some people are rude. They always have been, they always will be. But these old school interrupters are being joined by a new brand of interrupters. Let's call these the chronically impatient. They're buoyed by technology and addicted to speed. These chronically impatient people are having a really tough time tolerating the long-winded. Pragmatic people value their time, clarity, and action. They want you to get to the point. Pronto. If you dilly-dally, they'll either nudge you with a brief interjection, or they will outright overpower you and butt in as if your words don't even matter. That's the why. Now, how do you prevent it? First, sound confident. If you speak with conviction, people are more likely to show their respect. They'll listen to you instead of dismissing your ideas and talking right over you. Second, don't be long-winded. Lengthy explanations invite interruptions, so get to your point as quickly as you possibly can. Here's one technique that you can use. Front-load your messages with what matters most to that audience. Busy people want you to briefly convey meaty ideas that matter to them so they can get back to the gazillion other things on their to-do lists. And finally, don't hog the floor. Sometimes people interrupt because they feel it's the only way that they can get a word in edgewise. I think we have to ask ourselves, do I dominate discussions? If so, that could induce interruptions. Watch out for signals. Be aware of when other people want to contribute. Now, how do you handle an interrupter? First, there's the polite but firm right back at you. Sometimes you must return the dirty deed with a polite retort. You can say something like, "Excuse me, Tom, but I didn't get to finish. I'd like to add blank." Second, move on and move away. Acknowledge them, but don't encourage them. How do you do this? You swiftly move on verbally, and then physically, if you're standing, move away from the heckler. Do not give her what she craves, which is attention. And third, try the private chat. If this is a persistent problem, privately ask the person, "Did you realize that you frequently interrupt me? Is there something that I can do to help solve the issue?" Pragmatic people are used to being rewarded for their contributions. They may have no idea that they're hurting your feelings. Another way to work with this is to establish meeting rules. In some organizations' cultures, meetings are just a free-for-all. They invite, even reward interjections. If enough people are upset, why not work out a system where you take turns, allot a time limit, and then seek contributions from everyone? If people know that they will have an opportunity to talk, they're more likely to wait their turn. If you are dealing with a relentless interrupter who just won't stop, you have one choice: forge ahead. You can add a bit more volume to convey the message that you are sick of being interrupted and you're just not taking it anymore. But the good news is, your audience will often respond for you. Most people are turned off by rudeness. They'll start pulling for you. even if they didn't particularly support you before. I'm Connie Deacon. Thanks for watching.